question on the day. Okay, so what are the items and where it will appear actually? So we discussed that one. So the continuation of that we are going to discuss right now. So already I prepared the profit and loss account first part. Actually, if you see for a sole proprietorship business, trading account, profit and loss account, and balance sheet we have. But for the company's final accounts, we'll be preparing profit and loss account, and then profit and loss appropriation account, and then the balance sheet. Okay, so in the first part of your profit and loss account, all your trading account details will be entered over here, and we'll be finding out the gross profit there. Okay, and then we'll be moving on to the profit and loss account. So what are the details? If you see, first you have to write out the heading first of all. So the person's name or the company's name. Here company's name will be given. For sole proprietorship business, name of the person will be given. Here company's name will be given to you. BB Lal Company. So you have to mention the heading as BB Lal Company. So if suppose a company's name is given to you, you better mention the company's name. BB Lal Company Limited. Okay, and then the year also to be mentioned. So 31st December 1998. So that date has to be mentioned. 31st December 1998. Okay, and then what all the details you usually post it in the trading account. Same thing you have to put it under the profit and loss account part 1 year. Okay, for the final company's final accounts. Opening stock, purchases, wages, sales, closing stock. If you have these kinds of detail, you just make all those things here based upon your question. Anything has been skipped out, you just verify. Okay, so opening stock, and then if you have any purchases written, you have to subtract from purchases, and then if you have any sales written or returns inward, you have to subtract from sales actually. And like this you see whether any carriage inwards, freight inwards, wages, anything is there, and find out anything is there outstanding wages, like that you should verify the entire question, and then you have to prepare the account here. Finally, you'll be getting the gross profit. So gross profit carry down actually, sorry. So carry down. This has to be transferred to the profit and loss account, second part. Okay. So now moving to the second part, by gross profit brought down. Okay. So you have to enter this amount 7,61,100. Next, you have to enter what are the items will come under the debit side. As usual, your profit and loss account, how you will do for a sole proprietorship business, similar thing. You have to find out what all the items will come on the debit side and credit side, and adjustment also you have to take care of. So from the question, if you see cash and bank balance, it is actually current assets, asset side of your balance sheet. Purchases already it has been done. Preliminary expenses written off. Actually preliminary expenses will go to balance sheet asset side under miscellaneous expenditure. But preliminary expenses, when you come across, you just verify whether preliminary expenses is written off. So if you see under adjustment 2,500 is given, so this is preliminary expenses written off. How depreciation, this you'll be providing for the fixed asset. Same thing for preliminary expenses written off also. So it will actually appear under debit side of your profit and loss account. Preliminary expenses written off. So enter on the debit side of your profit and loss account to preliminary expenses written off. So enter on the debit side of your profit and loss account and mention the amount 2,500. We can mention in the outer column itself. Okay, only if you have calculation, you can enter in the first column. Okay, so moving to the next item. Any doubts you have in this? Since I already explained the question to you, I'm going little bit fast. Okay, so preliminary expenses I have seen here. So I have gone through the adjustment here also. Preliminary expenses written off is there. So only this amount will be taking. In balance sheet, if you see, this amount 25,000 minus this 2,500 we will be showing that we can see later on. Then wages already we have done. Then general expenses we have to put. So general expenses 34,175 on profit and loss account debit side. So two general expenses. So we usually don't have any adjustments for general expenses, all those things. Okay. So you can surely we can enter the amount. Two general expenses. So just take 34,175. So 34,175 you enter on the debit side. Okay. And moving to the next one, salaries 1,01,125. When you see salaries, find out any outstanding salaries is given in the question. Here in this question, we don't have outstanding salaries. So we can enter in the outer column 1,01,125 is our salaries amount. Okay, two salaries. So each and every item when you go through, no, you just find out any outstanding or prepaid, anything is there. And outstanding means whether we have to add or subtract, all those things you have to take care of. 1,01,125. Okay. And moving to the next item, bad debts. So bad debts, when you come across, as I told already, you have to go through the adjustment. If anything has been given here, so better in rough column, you just work out for sundry debtors, bad debts, provision for doubtful debts, everything, and then find out the amount and come back to profit and loss account. Okay, so let us prepare a balance sheet roughly. Let me leave out some space because profit and loss account has to be completed, and the P&L appropriation account I have to open here, and then only I can prepare the balance sheet. Okay, let me leave out some space. You also leave out some space for this. Okay, so or else you work it out in the rough column and then come back to the fair. Later on you can prepare the balance sheet as per your wish. You can. So BB Lal Company Limited for the year ended as on 31/12/98. Okay, so this will be your asset side and enter the amount first column, and this will be a second column. So all these details you have to do as per the format. Okay, so let me leave out some space here. So if you actually we usually write fixed assets first. Okay, fixed assets, plant and machinery, furniture, anything if you have, you just write. You'll be writing down all those things, and then you'll be going for current asset. Under current asset only, we will be having the sundry datas. Okay, so if you want, you can just leave out some space and then you can move, or else let me start out here itself. Okay, so sundry data actually it comes under the current assets. So data are sundry data based upon question you can use. So here they have given only data, you can better use only data. Okay, so data's amount if you see, actually it is 4,35,000 I think so. Okay, so 4,35,000 they have given in your question. Okay, so 4,35,000. Let me enter here 4,35,000. Okay. Datas. So 4,35,000. This information is available in the trial balance. Next, whatever adjustment is given to you, that all those things will appear in the balance sheet. What are the items given in trial balance? No, that will appear only in profit and loss account. That you have to remember. Profit and loss account la irukkakudiya bad debts, provision for bad debts, both will be coming only in profit and loss account. Adjustments la irukka bad debts, provision for doubtful debts, it will come in the in the balance sheet as well as in profit and loss account. So that I have told you earlier. So if you see here, there is no bad debts, but there is a provision for doubtful debts. If suppose bad debts is there, means you have to deduct that one only first. Okay, but in this question, we don't have bad debts. Instead of that, provision for doubtful debts is straight away is there. Okay, so if you want bad debts in edit, you can show nil and show again 4,35,000. After that, you can subtract minus provision for doubtful debts. Anyway, is right only. Or else a question like this, so we can straight away move to the this one also. So doubtful provision for doubtful debts. Okay, so you have to calculate the amount. Okay, actually they have given 385% provision for doubtful debts on debtors. So debtors amount we have to calculate this provision for doubtful debts. So debtors amount is 4,35,000. In this 5% you have to calculate. So how to calculate 4,35,000? If suppose bad debts irukna, bad debts subtract பண்ணிட்டு வரக்கூடிய amountல we will be calculating. But now there is no bad debts. Straight away provision for doubtful debts only. So 4,35,000 into 5 divided by 100. Just find out how much amount you are getting. So that will be your provision for doubtful debts. This is new actually. Okay, adjustment, whatever the information given is new provision for doubtful debts. This will be taking to profit and loss account. Okay, just find out how much you are getting. 4,35,000 into 5 by 100. Yes. 21,750. Good. So this is the provision for doubtful debts. Now like this, you just subtract and find out the total amount to be filled over here. $4,35,000 minus 21,750. So the amount is 4,13,250. Okay. So are you able to follow till this? Yes, all can follow
Yes,
this
ma'am.
one. Okay, ma'am. Okay. So if you see this amount, if you have any discount on debtors, no discount on debtors, if it is in your sum, if it is mentioned means you can enter the amount here, because provision for discount on debtors you will be calculating and put that in this column. Okay. But if you don't have a provision for discount on debtors, no, you just take this amount and put it under the last column. Calculation if you have means you can put it in the first column. If you don't have calculation, no, you can go to the second column and enter. Okay. So this is 4,35,000 minus 21,750. So that is 4,13,250. If you have discount on debtors, you will be providing a, and you will be finding out the amount after deducting. You will be finding out and put it under the second column. Okay. Now let us move to the profit and loss account. Okay. So profit and loss account we have to move now. So let us move to the profit and loss account. Here we have. So first thing, if you see after salaries, bad debts are given to you. So bad debts you have to put it under here. So you have to see bad debts amount is what? 10,550. Okay. So 10,550. So whatever here given information, it is the considered as the old bad debts, because trial balance whatever we have no, that is known as old bad debts. Okay. So with this trial balance bad debts, you have to add the new bad debts new. Okay, so that if it is given in the question, it will come, or else you have to mention as nil only. Okay. So anyhow you can also skip this one. Okay, whenever if you are not having certain items means as per format only you have to adapt. It is not like that. Okay, even you can skip here, because in our question no, they don't have adjustment for bad debts. Straight away they are going for provision for doubtful debts. So you can mention either nil or else you can also skip this item and go straightly to the next one. Add a new provision for doubtful debts. Okay. So let me mention here. So the same 10,550 only will be coming back again. Okay. So next we are moving to the other items. Okay. Bad debts. So bad and doubtful debts actually. Provision for doubtful debts. Sometimes reserve for doubtful debts they will be giving. So accordingly, as per your problem, you just mention that one. So provision for doubtful debts, what are the items we generally add means adjustment la irukkakudiya items we will be adding. Trial balance items will be subtracting actually. So provision for doubtful debts, this is actually new. Okay, so whatever we calculated just now, so that is known as new. So if you go through, you can find out. So new provision for doubtful debts balance sheet already we calculated. So the amount is 21,750. So this amount only we have to take to the profit and loss account, so that only we first prepared a balance sheet and found out the amount. Okay. So 21,750 you have to enter here. 21,750. Okay. So now next, if you see, you have to add these together and then we can move further. Okay. So I had two things, 10,550 and 21,750. You just add 10,550 plus 21,750. You just add and find out the amount. So how much you are getting?
32,300, ma'am.
Okay, ma. 32,300. Okay. So now again, what you have to do, you have to go through the question. So if you see generally provision for bad debts, one which is given in trial balance will will appear under the credit column or credit balances, ledger balances கொடுக்கும்போது credit balances they will be mentioning. So this is provision for bad debts old. Okay, trial balance whatever given that is known as old. So you have to go through the question carefully. Bad debts is there, provision for bad debts is there, provision for discount on debtors is there or not, in trial balance, in adjustments. You have to go through each and everything carefully and then only we have to work out. Okay. So provision for bad debts, if you see, it has been given as 17,500. Okay. So 17,500 here it is. So now this has to be subtracted. Okay. So this has to be subtracted. Provision for doubtful debts old. So 17,500. So that amount has to be deducted here. Okay. So whatever given in trial balance will appear in only once. Okay. So it will come only in profit and loss account. So now just subtract these two. Okay. 32,300 and minus 17,500 and find out the amount. So 32,300 minus 17 is 14,800. Okay. So this amount we can enter in the final column, because why means we don't have further provision for discount on debtors, all those things. If you have provision for discount on debtors, then all those adjustments has to be done. New provision again you will be adding, old provision again you will be subtracting, all those will happen here. But you don't have your such kind of items in our question. So straightly we can enter the final amount in the second column. Okay. Now we have completed bad debts, all those things. Next, moving to debenture interest paid. So debenture interest paid, if you see, just a minute. Okay, so if you see debenture interest paid, that thing only we are going to do it up right now. So if you see one items, you have to just go through, and then here and there, if you do means your profit and loss account, balance sheet, everything, sometimes it will become wrong. Okay, so better to go each and every item, and then you can do it up accordingly. Okay, you just find out any item will come under this profit and loss account, or this profit and loss appropriation. If it is there, you just do it up, or else go to the next one. Like this, if you do means you won't skip any of the items here. Okay, so if you see debenture interest paid, it is actually 90,000. It will be coming under profit and loss account debit side. Whenever if you come across like this kind of item, better to go through any interest is outstanding here. Okay, so if you see half year debenture interest is outstanding, half year means 6 months. So check out the months also. Okay, 9 months or 6 months or 3 months, all those things you just go through. Okay, so usually what we will be doing now, to salary, outstanding salary, how you will be adding same thing, interest paid or outstanding interest you will be adding. Okay, now outstanding interest amount they didn't give. If they give means you will be straightly adding that amount, but here you have to calculate. How to calculate? So go to the debentures. Debentures amount will be given to you like this, 15 lakh. So this is the amount which is raised from the public actually. Okay, for that debentures we have to pay interest. Okay, so debentures amount is 15 lakh, and what is the interest rate means debentures ku munadi irukkakudiya and the percentage is known as rate of interest or interest rate. Okay, so you have to calculate. You can calculate on your own. Whenever amount is known to you and rate of interest is known to you, you can calculate the interest amount. But interest amount here, whatever you calculate, it is for 1 year. So you have to calculate for 6 months actually, because 6 months only outstanding for us. Okay, half year. So into 6 by 12 you have to do. So let me show out the working. So debentures amount is 15 lakh and 12 percentage. So let us move to the problem. So first let us enter the debenture interest paid. No, that one we can enter, and then we can add the outstanding interest. So let us first complete whatever given already. So debenture interest paid. So debenture interest is paid is 90,000. So just enter here, because still more we have calculation for this. So outstanding interest we have. So you mentioned here. Okay. So outstanding interest. Outstanding interest we have to calculate. How to calculate? 15 lakh is your debenture amount given in the trial balance. Okay, so it's actually a liability, long term liability. 15 lakh into 12% interest they have given. So 12 divided by 100 into 6 by 12. So why the 6 by 12 we are doing means half year we are considering. So total, if you don't do for 6 by 12, no, then it is known as for per year. Okay, per year interest amount is that one. But only if you do 6 months for 6 months, no, then only you will be getting that half year debenture interest outstanding. Okay, so you have to do it in this way, 6 by 12 or half also you can do anyway. Okay, so 15 lakh into 12 by 100 into 6 by 12. If it is given as 9 months due, then 9 by 12 you will be doing. If it is 3 months due means 3 by 12 you have to do. Okay, 1 year outstanding means just don't do anything here. You can just find out the amount and put the amount here. Okay, no need to do this one. Last part is not required here. Okay, so it depends upon the question. So just find out 15 lakh into 12 by 100 into 6 by 12. So how much you are getting, you just find out. So how much you are getting here?
80,000.
90,000. Okay. So now what you have to do, generally how outstanding you'll be adding, same thing, interest or outstanding interest you are adding. So if you add this amount, you'll be getting 1,80,000. Okay. So we have completed debentures, interest, okay. And then moving on to premises. Premises means a building which is used for the business purpose, okay. So premises, again, any depreciation is given for premises, you just once go through, okay. So you just find out. Nothing is given. So if only that fixed asset is given means it will go to asset side of your balance sheet. Depreciation, if you have only, it will go to profit and loss account. Okay, so we need not worry about premises. And moving to plant and machinery. So plant and machinery 16,50,000. So but depreciation is given as 15%. So you have to calculate the depreciation amount. So 16,50,000 into 15 by 100 we have to find out for depreciation. So mention as to depreciation on plant and machinery. So only that item is has been given for depreciation, I think so. So I have mentioned to depreciation on plant and machinery. Amount give here. The amount is 16,50,000 into 15 by 100. 16,50,000 into 15 by 100. Just find out what amount you are getting for depreciation and put that amount in the final column. If you have some more other items like furniture, fittings or fixtures like that, depreciation if you are giving means you will be listing down each and every item, you will be listing down each and every amount and you will be adding up all together and find out the total amount. But here no, you don't have any other item, so we can enter in the final column actually. So 16,50,000 into 15 by 100, how much you just find out?
2,47,500, ma'am.
2,47,500. Okay. So write all the amounts in properly on a single side. Okay. So units, place and all you just check out and properly you just write. Okay. And moving to the other items. So plant and machinery got over. Stock already we finished opening stock. Debtors we completed actually bad debts. Goodwill, intangible asset side of your balance sheet. Okay, goodwill, any amortization, anything, something is there means that usually out depreciation we are giving like that we will give for even for goodwill. But usually they don't give in final accounts problem and all. Okay. Calls in arrears, actually it has to be deducted from share capital. Balance sheet la mattumda it will appear. Interim dividend paid, actually it will come under P&L appropriation. Interim dividend paid, for that dividend you have to provide tax, dividend tax, and then transfer to general reserve, anything is given means for all those things வந்து P&L appropriation la appropriation only we have to give it up on debit side actually. So that's all for your debit balances. Moving to the credit balances, sales completed, general reserve, balance sheet, liability side, creditors balance sheet, bills payable balance sheet, creditors provision for discount on creditors and it will come here. Okay, no, nothing is given. So you can just leave it out. Bills payable completed, share capital balance sheet, bills payable liability side, share capital liability side, debentures just now interest interest outstanding we have finished. Profit and loss account means the P&L appropriation account only will go. This one we have completed. Like this each and every item no, you have to go through individually and check it out. Depreciation we completed, provision for doubtful debts, and then preliminary expenses written off finished, and then interest outstanding interest we have completed. Create a provision for taxation, this only we have to do. Okay, like this each and every item trial balance adjustment go through entire thing. Any item should come under trading account or any item should come under profit and loss account, just verify, then only you will be getting a clear cut idea whether we have skipped anything. Okay, so if because interest on capital, interest on drawings and all, you it will not be reflected here. But if you see interest on capital, interest on drawings will be given here. Then we have to do the calculation. Okay. So better to go through trial balance as well as adjustments all the item whether we have taken everything in proper places. Okay. So create a provision for taxation. Only this we have to take it. This one 30,000, no, it will come under liability side of your balance sheet. Okay. Workman compensation, that claim. So provision for taxation 50% only we have to do it right now. So what to do now? You just wait. You just calculate this amount only on the credit side. So any other income or nothing income is given. Commission received, discount, nothing is there. So only this amount is there. So usually if you see total this and see and total this column and see which one is higher, you'll be putting on both these sides actually, debit side and credit side. But usually you will be getting net profit only, but at times you might get even net loss also. So better to calculate both the side and find out which amount is higher one. Okay, on going through itself, you can find out which one is higher amount actually. So 7 lakh 61,100. So just I will put it on both the sides of your profit and loss account. 7 lakh 60,100. Okay. So here also you just mention, let me give out some space because still we have provision for tax. So better give some space for provision for income tax and net profit. For both you just leave out some space. Okay. So here also you just enter the amount. So this will come, this thing you have to put it under lines. Okay. Now why I am doing this now? We have to calculate the income tax. If income tax amount is given to you, straight away you can mention that amount, that 30,000 or 20,000, whatever you can mention that amount. Whenever percentage is given to you, you just calculate roughly net profit, how much you are getting. From that profit amount only, that percentage has to be calculated. Now 7,60,100 is highest amount. Sorry, 61,000 actually. So 61,000. So 7,61,000. So that amount you mentioned here, 7,61,000 you have to subtract each and everything. So here only our account starts actually. So 7,61,100 minus 2,500 minus 34,175 minus 1,01,125 minus 14,800 minus 1,80,000 minus 2,47,500. How much you are getting, you just find out. How much you are getting? Just find out how much you are getting. So from that amount only 50% we have to calculate for income tax provision. Okay, provision for taxation. So let me give you a provision for
3,43,000, ma'am.
how much?
3,43,000, ma'am.
3,43,000 you are getting. Just find out properly. See, actually gross profit I am getting as 7,60,100. You just find out whether you also getting 7,60,100. Just verify that one because 7,61,000, no, 60,100 I am getting. Even you just check it out. 7,60,100 only actually I am getting. You just check it out that one. And from 7,60,100, no, You just subtract each and every item. Minus 2,500. 7,60,000 and 60,100 minus 2,500 minus 34,175 minus 1,01,125 14,800 1,80,000 2,47,500. So I am getting actually 1,80,000 amount. You just take it out that one.
Ma'am, some
Huh?
7 lakh 6,100 only the correct answer, ma'am.
புரியல. What you're saying?
7 lakh 6,000 தான் ma'am correct answer.
60,000.
7,60,100.
7,60,000. So from that, if you subtract all these items, no, you'll be getting 1,80,000. You just verify whether you are getting the same amount. Okay, 1,80,000. So if suppose income tax and percentage is not given like this, no, 1,80,000 will be our net profit actually. Okay, but in this question, income tax they have given and percentage also given. So on what amount actually we have to calculate, we must know this one. So you have to calculate roughly net profit actually how much you are getting, and from that profit only we have to provide for income tax or taxation. Okay, so 1,80,000 actually I'm getting. So in this 1,80,000 only we have to provide this 50 percentage. Okay, so 1,80,000 into 50 divided by 100. So how much you are getting? 90,000 actually we are getting. 50% means what? Half. Half no, divided by 2. 1,80,000 divided by 2 means 90,000 we are getting. So this amount is actually for, this amount is for taxation. Okay, provision for taxation or provision for income tax. Question how it has been given, oh, same way you mentioned. Okay, so better to go in that same manner. Provision for taxation. 90,000 I'm getting. Okay, so now again, if you balance this accountancy means whatever amount you are getting, that will be your net profit actually. Okay, so if you see 1,80,000 ஏற்கனவே நம்ம கிட்ட இருந்தது balance, actually net profit balancing figure. From that 90,000 for provision for taxation, if it has gone means again 90,000 only will be there remaining balance. So because the 50 percentage tax ன்றதுனால 50 percentage it has gone for tax. Balance and the profit ல இருந்து பாத்தீங்கன்னா 90,000 only it is available here. So again, if you want, you can balance and check also. So balance பண்ணீங்கனாலும் 1,80,000 ல 90,000 வந்து போயிடுச்சுன்னா balance 90,000 only. You no need to again calculate also. If you want, you calculate and see also. No other thing. Okay, no harm in that. So 7,60,100 ல இருந்து if you subtract again and see till this provision for income tax, till that if you subtract and see, you will be getting this 90,000 only. Now this amount is known as net profit. Okay, so to net profit carry down. So this will be our net profit. So this amount where we have to transfer means it has to be transferred to the pre-annual appropriation account actually. Pre-annual appropriation account we have to transfer this amount actually. Okay, so you have to, you can mention yes transfer to P&L account. You can mention that one also. Every where you have to be properly, you have to enter as per the format. Transfer to P&L appropriation account, like that you can mention. So everywhere you just mention as per the format. Transfer to P&L appropriation account. So this is the manner how we have to prepare P&L account. So usually how you prepare P&L account in the same manner only you are going to prepare, but you have to extra information here is provision for taxation you have given here. So if amount is given means amount will be entered here, and for you will be finding out the balancing figure net profit. When amount is not given to you, percentage is given to you, then you have to calculate from the profit. Okay, suppose income tax information நம்மளோட இதுல ஐட்டம்ஸ்ல if it is there means அந்த income taxல இருந்து கூட percentage வந்து we can do it up and calculate provision for tax. Income tax on information is given here in trial balance means income tax percentage like this if they have given means income tax ஓட percentage அதுல போட்டு multiply பண்ணி we can find out எப்படி depreciation அந்த மாதிரி. But if suppose if it is not given any information means just find out roughly how much profit you are getting. From that profit, you find out the percentage and find out the amount. After that, if you balance and see, you will be getting the net profit actually. So this is our balancing figure. Now this has to be transferred to P&L appropriation account. So we can leave some more space for P&L appropriation account. So since we have to prepare that one also, you just leave space accordingly. Okay, so if you are opening simultaneously all the accounts, everything, no, then you just give space for each and everything and you do it up. Okay, so you can estimate on your own how much space you will be requiring. So based upon that, you can leave say, space and you can work it out. Okay. So I think till this it is clear to all, right? P&L account clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. What about others, boys and other girls? Can you
Yes,
understand? Okay, pa. Okay.
Ma'am,
Yes, ma'am.
still gross profit வந்து 76,000 தான் மேம் வந்த மாதிரி இருக்கு.
7,60,100.
சரி மேம். எஸ் மேம் 7,61,000 தான் மேம் வந்த மாதிரி இருக்கு.
7,61,000 60யா?
7,61,000 மேம்.
அப்படிங்களா? நான் இப்ப கால்குலேட் பண்ணி பார்த்தனே மறுபடியும். If you see 20,75,000 plus 4,75,000, we'll be getting 25,50,000. 25,50,000 from that you just subtract 3,75,000, 9,20,000.
அப்படிதான் மேம் பண்ணி பார்த்தேன்.
இல்ல மேம் எனக்கு
Just
ஆன்சர்
find out.
வந்துருச்சு மேம்.
எவ்வளோ?
மேம் நீங்க சொன்ன ஆன்சர் தான் மேம் எனக்கு வந்திருக்கு. 7,61,100.
ஓகே மேம் இன்னொரு வாட்டி
60,100.
போட்டு
இல்ல மேம் அவ வந்து மேல இருக்க நம்பர் ஏதாச்சும் மாத்தி போட்டிருப்பான்னு நினைக்கிறேன் மேம். ஓபனிங் ஸ்டாக் பர்ச்சேஸ்
இல்ல மேம் சேம் நம்பர் தான் மேம் போட்டிருக்கு.
Dharani.
Verify once
Dharani.
more while working out also. I have done, you have told earlier, so again I have calculated. Now also again I have calculated. Okay,
ஓகே மேம்.
thrice I have calculated. Okay, you better check and see.
ஓகே மேம்.
Okay. So moving to the next part, P&L appropriation account, profit and loss appropriation account or P&L appropriation. Anything you can mention? Okay, profit and loss appropriation account. So this is actually, this account is the extension of your profit and loss account. Why this account is prepared is that if you have any general reserve transfer, that will be taken on the debit side of this account, and any interim dividend paid, as I told earlier, what is meant by dividend, what is meant by interim dividend, all those we discussed earlier. So I think we need not require much explanation on that. So all those things will be taken to the debit side of that account, and interim dividend if you are paying means you have to pay tax also, you have to provide for tax also. So dividend tax, all those things will come under the debit side of your P&L appropriation. On the credit side, no, questionல இருக்கக்கூடிய P&L account and the balance வந்து you'll be taking here, and then apart from that net profit whatever you calculated you will be taking here and finding out the surplus. So surplus, if you come get your profit like that, you'll be taking it as surplus actually. Okay, so let us mention one items. So if you are writing in the next page, no, compulsorily you have to write all these particulars detail. I think this you might be aware of that. Debit, credit, particulars, amount, all these things you have to mention if you are going to the next page. Okay, So I'm moving to the account here. So first item will be your buy balance brought down. So what is this amount actually? It will be given in trial balance profit and loss account 1,31,250 given in the question. Okay. So this amount has to be taken to the credit side of your P&L appropriation account and your amount is 1,31,250. Okay. Now moving to the other items. This net profit, it has to be taken to P&L appropriation credit side. So mention as by net profit brought down. So the amount is 90,000. So this will be taken. And then going to the other items if you see, here you have to take certain items. Interim dividend paid, that will be taken. Transfer to general reserve, if you have any adjustment here, then that will you will be taking here. Only general reserve is there, but nothing mentioned about transfer to general reserve in evlo amount like this. Anything they have not mentioned in the question, so better skip that. Okay, so nothing is there. Only for interim dividend we have to do it up. So interim dividend paid you have to show here, and for that you have to provide tax 10%. So in the amount and the 10% means this 1,96,250, in this only 10% you have to provide. So you can give it up here to interim dividend paid. So whatever amount you are given, no, that amount you mention 1,96,250. So 1,96,250. Okay. So for this you have to provide tax to dividend tax payable. Okay. Payable. Provision means payable certain times we will be mentioning. Okay. So on what amount 10% we have to provide, on what amount means 1,96,250 you have to provide 10%. 1,96,250 into 10 by 100. So you will be getting 19,625. Okay. So this amount has to be entered here. Okay, so everything in properly units place, all those things you better mention, easy for calculation. So that's all your items. No other items will be coming. If you have transfer to general reserve, you'll be doing a. If it is not given means just you can leave it up and you can close the account now. So if you calculate these two and see which one is higher amount, you just find out. So, okay. So based upon that, we can enter the amount here. So 1,96,250 plus 19,625, how much you are getting, you find out. Similarly, that side. So if you say on seeing itself, we can find out this side only maximum it will be higher. Okay. So here we are getting 2,21,250, I think so. That amount you can enter on both the sides actually. 2,21,250. Okay. So how much balancing figure you are getting, you just find out that one. 2,21,250 landi you have to subtract 1,96,250 and 19,625 and just find out how much your amount you are getting. That is the surplus amount which has to be transferred to the balance sheet. 2,21,250 minus 1,96,250 minus 19,625. So I am getting 5,375. 5,375. Now what is known as this amount is surplus. To surplus. Okay. So this has to be transferred to balance sheet, liability side, capital order, surplus. How profit you will be adding? Net profit. Similar way, surplus you have to add to the balance sheet. Balance sheet. Transfer to balance sheet. Okay. So you can highlight this answer and show. Okay. So this is the surplus. Now this has to be transferred to balance sheet, liability side, capital order. You have to add the surplus. Before that, if you see, you will be having calls in arrears also. So better to subtract calls in arrears and then you can add the surplus amount. Okay. So you have to go through the question. Any authorized share capital, subscribed, issued, subscribed capital, like this, anything if you have means you have to list on everything under liability side. Everything you have to list on. And finally, evlo called up capital you have to see, and from that you have to subtract the calls in arrears, and then you have to add the surplus. Okay. So like this only you have to follow. Let me just mention liabilities. We can go to the balance sheet now. Since we have prepared a profit and loss appropriation, that has been got over. Now moving to the balance sheet, already we've opened and kept because for debtors we have opened and kept. So I will just include the format, liability side and asset side. Only two sides we have. So one is the liabilities and the other one is assets actually. Okay. So all those details you just enter. Liabilities, amount, all those things, rupees, all those things you just enter. And what are the current assets, all those things, either you can fill it up assets and then come to the liabilities. Anyway, it's okay. Okay. So cash and bank balances, actually it comes under current asset 2,03,250. You don't have any adjustment for this actually. So you can straight away mention current assets heading you can give. Okay, better to give the heading current assets and then fixed assets, all those things properly you mention. Okay, so cash and bank balances. So amount in the final column. So 2,03,250 we have. So just mention 2,03,250. Okay, and moving to the other items. Okay, preliminary expenses, actually miscellaneous expenditure this item will be coming. Okay, so preliminary expenses you can just show under miscellaneous expenditure. You give some more space for current assets. Stock, closing stock la irukum. So you can fill that one and come for preliminary expenses also. Okay, so closing stock, if you see given in adjustment 31st December 1998, 4,75,000. This is our closing stock. Already once enter பண்ணிட்டிருக்கோம். This is the last time closing stock. Okay. And look for some other items. ஏதாவது current assets will come like that. You just check it out. Okay. So if you see plant and machinery, premises, all those are fixed assets. Goodwill also can be considered under fixed assets. Data already we have done. So nothing is there, I think so. Okay, prepaid kadayadu. So nothing is there for current assets. So I think we can move for the fixed assets now. Fixed assets. Okay, so premises, actually no depreciation is there. So on the amount actually we can enter here. Premises, if you see 15,36,000 given in the question, no depreciation, nothing is there. So 15,36,000 like that you can enter. And moving to the plant and machinery, for which you have depreciation, plant and machinery, just find out the amount. Plant and machinery 16,50,000. Depreciation already we calculated. So we can enter 16,50,000. Inner column we have to do it up because depreciation is there. If it is not there, you can mention straight away in the outer column. So minus depreciation. So already we calculated and kept that amount we can take here. Depreciation 2,47,500. So just take that amount 2,47,500. Okay. Now fill it up in the last column how much you are getting. Just find out how much you are getting and fill it up here. 16,50,000 minus 2,47,500. I am getting 14,02,500. Just find out whether you also getting the same amount. 14,02,500. Okay. and say see whether any other fixed assets is there. Goodwill is there. So 1,25,000. Just find out in the question. Goodwill. Enter the amount in the final column. 1,25,000. 1,25,000. Okay. See any other fixed assets we have skipped out. Okay. So just take it out fastly. So no other items is given. So we have completed fixed assets. Like this, you have to check each and everything. Still preliminary expenses we didn't finish. Okay. So preliminary expenses, you have to bring it here. So let me mention the heading as miscellaneous expenditure. Actually, in miscellaneous expenditure, we'll be writing out the preliminary expenses and then discount on issue of debentures. Like that, any items if you come across, no, here only it will appear. Preliminary expenses. Okay. So it will be given under the trial balance. Preliminary expenses, 25,000 actually. So we cannot enter if we have, we don't have any written off means we can enter in the final column. If we have written off means you have to mention in first column only. 25,000 minus written off if you see means 2,500 they itself gave you. They have given you see 2,500 preliminary expenses written off 2,500. Okay. So this is the written off actually. Written off. So you enter the final amount 25,000 minus 2,500. I am getting 22,500 actually. So this amount you have to enter in the final column 22,500. So again you go through any items has been skipped in the asset side of your balance sheet. Okay. So likewise you move to the liability side of your balance sheet, usually your capital, and in case of final accounts of companies, if you have any authorized, issued, subscribed, everything you just list on and draw 2 lines and just keep. Okay. But here you don't have in the question. Straight away only one share capital is there. Some questions no, before this tabular column itself, they will be giving the authorized details, all those things. But in this question, we don't have actually. So only share capital is there. That is 20 lakh they have given you. So share capital 20 lakh. So in this, you have to subtract the calls in arrears actually. Calls in arrears, you just find out from the trial balance. Calls in arrears amount is 37,500 given. Okay, so 37,500 subtract பண்ணுங்க. 37,500. Okay, so like this you do it up. Find out how much amount you are getting and put it under same column itself because still you have surplus. Surplus இன்னும் நம்ம add பண்ணணும். So just find out and put it under the first column itself. Just find out 20 lakh la 37,500. How much? 19 lakh 62,500. Okay, ma. Next, you have to add a surplus. Surplus we have to add. Surplus where it will be P&L appropriation 5,375. This one we have to add here. Add and show it in the under the final column because here you don't have be getting drawings like that. You don't have much detail. You don't have actually. Okay. Personal sole proprietorship business na da maximum drawings, interest on drawings இதெல்லாம் வரும். Here you don't have the all those details actually. Okay, just find out and put it under last column. 19 lakh 68,000 68 or 67 67 875. Just find out whether this amount only you are also getting 19,67,875.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, ma. So, like this, any other items you have to see. Actually, share capital mudjone first what you will be doing, no, general reserve only you will be entering. Reserves and surplus, general reserve. So better go in order wise itself, okay? So general reserve, general reserve. So 1,25,000, I think so. 1,25,000 you enter. Okay, like this, any other items, current liability, long-term liabilities, I think so you can finish it up. Debentures, long-term liabilities, debentures oda outstanding interest you have to add 15 lakh oda. How much debenture interest on the outstanding you have calculated? How much you calculated? You just find out 90,000. So you have to add all those things. And then current liabilities, anything as given, creditors, bills payable, all those things will come. Okay. So you just finished up, and workman's compensation claim also you have to do it up, and you have to find out. Okay. So like this, you just complete it and find out what amount your balance sheet total actually it is coming. For me, actually 41,77,500 I am getting on both the sides of the asset and liability side. You also just find out and take care of that 41,77,500 whether you are getting or not. Okay. So current liabilities items la enter பண்ணிக்கோங்க. Creditors, bills payable அதெல்லாம் போட்டுக்கோங்க. Long term liabilities la வந்து debentures mention பண்ணிக்கோங்க 15 lakh. In that outstanding interest 90,000 you just add it up. All those you just put up. And then tax payable varum. Okay, income tax provision we found out, no, that tax will be coming. And then dividend tax also will be coming. Dividend tax we found out, no, 19,625. That one. And வந்து taxation provision we created, no, here we found out, see, this tax, dividend tax will be coming. And then provision for taxation, that 90,000, no, that also will be coming, tax payable. So all these things you have to put it under current liabilities and just find out whether you are getting 41,77,500 or not. Okay.